Hello, hello. Hello. All right, my channel's messed up. Just a minute. Okay, that's what I was waiting to see. It was showing me away message. But hey, I'm here. I'm not away. I was away. Okay. Oh, had a little break. I feel better. I'm gonna work on some things. Test out the new inventory. Have an idea. I'll load it up with items and actually see if the extension of that inventory is working. Open up the additional windows. Y'all can see better. And my chest should be all the way down at the bottom. Back structures. Now it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 16, 17, 18. I think 32 items. 18, 19, 20, 21, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Yep, 32 items. I can fix that height on that thing. Message, fax wooden chest, it's a bit tall, high, I think. Okay. Uh, now, I see there's another thing I need to fix. Because the personal inventory is hidden, but we can do transfer all items, and there we go. Meaning that my inventory, it does extend the rank, but now you can see all of them at once instead of having to scroll down for all of it. Okay, so the UI for the chests I need to fix. Target inventory is what I need to look for. The UI. Hopefully it's not. I separate target UI inventory for every container, and it just utilizes a generic one. That way I only have to adjust one. But either way, whenever you open it, it still opens up this. So I'm wondering if that's nested into the other one, and I think it is because, yeah, I need to move my buttons over, but you can see my button is still there. It's just covered by the top of that other inventory. Okay, I think we can work out something here with this information. Right. All right. I'm going to do some small things first. Go to that wood chest. And my text render Z, which is up at 277. Really want to see what it's like way down there. Let's do it at 100. And I'm going to test these in this window just to make it faster for me. Can adjust its, guess we could do that. But I'm going to need these later when I'm working. It's still going to mess up its, well, that was a little bit okay. As far as how it's setting itself up for that. Okay, too low. Let's try bringing it up to 177, which is 100 less than what it was before. Might reduce that font size too. Actually, font size can stay, and the height is much better for this size chest. Okay. Save all. And making a copy of that mod, because that one's working. I'm going to make another copy. This is just what I'm doing. Make a new folder and for backups. Not really dates because they're dates, but just the order as far as keep things organized. And I could go to Show and Explorer. And this one. Mods. This is the one I'm going to copy for now. Copy. Okay. Because this one is fairly decently packaged, I think. All my testing. Now this one isn't a mod that I intend testing content, UI testing content, I'll move all this stuff into a new mod whenever I get it working. Inventory. I'm gonna close that and looking at this one. All right. So this need to adjust it, which is the horizontal box. Just need to bring it in a little bit, compile, save it, and that should be in a special box storage canvas. Yeah, that's it. This is the this has got to be it with their calling special box. I'm hesitating because I don't know. It's different terminology. I mean, this is called special box, and it's called something else actually in game. Target inventory. And the buttons don't work, but they're showing now, which is strange because they weren't shown before. Okay, so it's like one full inventory for one full window for everything. So I need to take that in consideration whenever I'm doing editing that window from now on. You figure out what these other windows are for. So it won't even let you access this craft one when this is open, but it carries over to the other ones. You can look for anything that's labeled inventory, craft, horizontal box. Okay, that's for, I know what that is. Um, Digit switcher, panel. Okay, I'm gonna go in and rename a lot of this stuff. Well, all the stuff that I changed so that I can see better that I changed it. Widget already has it. Inventory crap. Rename. Just putting a tag on everything. So it doesn't mind creating duplicate names itself, but it won't let you create duplicate names? All right, really? It should be everything that I changed. Uh, One of the improvements I'd like to see, I'm thinking about right now, so I'm just going to talk about it too. This is all set up and nice and everything where it's evident for what's a parent, what's a child, but I really would like to see more versatility. I would like to be able to organize these things where you tag parent and child in the details, um, and have a file hierarchy structure of what's in the widget versus just a hierarchy of what's parent and child. And I'm saying that because it would be nice to have it set up to where I could have separate folders for what's actually part of what. Like I could put all my stuff into its own folder and have everything that's not mine in a separate folder. Um, it would make the process of what I'm trying to iterate right now faster. And yeah, I'm used to working with Adobe. Uh, Highlight everything and hide one, it should hide everything, but it's gonna make me click on every one of these to hide them. Actually, what I can do is let me rehide them because I think if I just hide the hierarchy one, inventory, okay, horizontal box, which is the craft, horizontal, the widget switcher. Okay, those right there. That's all I need to hide for now. Let's look at what these other things are. Okay, background, bootleg. There. I mean, there's no outliner. There's no. That's new. Just because I have it hidden? Really? What's going on? This is not attached, so it should not be a problem. Okay, I'm going to close this, not save, and open it again. Because I haven't changed anything yet. Telling me something wasn't there when I could obviously see that it was there. All I did was hide it from the viewport. Clicking that eye, all it should do is hide it from your design view. Now I'm really hoping the creation kit for Starfield comes out. If I continue to be aggravated by the devs at Myth of Empires, I'm gonna switch over and um, start modding Starfield. It's still showing me compile error. I'm just going to delete it, and it's still doing it. So that's not the problem. Oh, I changed the name of those things. That's what's going on. Inventory panel and canvas panel. But there's the canvas panel. Horizontal box back. Widget switcher. And there are my boxes back. Alright, so I just need to rebuild. I'm just going to rebuild the graph. I'm guessing that's what it is, but it appears that the names changed, which is what I thought they should do. But something isn't working. One click, set active widget, index. So what are you telling me? It's not compiling even with all that deleted. A required widget binding craft panel of type N craft panel was not found. I'm confused because it's right there. Just because I renamed these things? Are you telling me they can't be named something different? In the inventory, which is inventory panel. I'm going to try to do this without changing the fact that I added my tag to it. Oh, let me look at that again. One click button. Okay, those two. One click button. The button inventory, button craft. Hmm. Let me leave it there and see what happens when I do it without it deleted. Compile. Yeah, still not working. I wonder if there's some hard-coded thing. It has to be. I can't rename things. Top's the inventory and the bottom is the craft. I don't think it's gonna do it because it was still giving me the error whenever it was completely deleted. Yeah. Set active widget index. It's not there. Nope. Nope. It was there. Not when I did. Not when I looked for it though. Is it actually called something else? No, I didn't think so. Content sense. Will it be there? What is going on? Set active widget. function get get. There it is this time. Oh, no, that is not right. I'm a little loopy at the moment. Give me a break. Widget switcher is the target. It won't let me rename those things. Still showing me the same error. Inventory panel. That was it. Okay. Two canvas panels. Oh man, that's just annoying. Um, yeah. All right. So can't do that then. what I was wanting to do. My switcher, close it. The horizontal button, close it. Rigid switcher. Okay, so if I close that one, and then my button, okay, it shows me the other options that would be there in its place. So widget, remote inventory canvas. I think that's going to be the one I need to look at. Default canvas panel. That one. Remote vehicle. Remote vehicle. Stable. Figure. Figure montage canvas. No idea what that is. Change appearance canvas. Yep, I know what that is. Uh, putting skins onto your gear into these slots. These gold looking colored slots here. So detail. Leave that open as a spacer. Remote inventory. I think that's the one I need to be adjusting. I think so. Widget. Mine. Not this one. Equipment canvas panel. Close this one. Special. Okay. The remote inventory canvas panel. Now it's got a different wording, and these are in different spot too. So I'm concerned that this isn't what I need to look at. Remote no craft inventory panel is what it's called, but and it's for Visual Studio. Um, don't know what that would be then. Equipment panel. That's the whole big structure. Craft item quick is way down at the bottom. Capital is your money. Shortcut canvas that shows you at the bottom. I'm gonna go in game and make sure everything still works as it was working. save a copy of this file, and then start messing with shit again. Excuse me, stuff. It's working kind of sluggish. No, it's something's messed up. Got to do that. Change the index number. That's what I didn't do. Okay, I get only so many actions in this editor, and then stuff starts uh, slogging down, bogging down, like if it's gonna crash. Memory leak, cache not doing a rewrite when it gets full, something. Target inventory on this side, all this on this side. Okay, it's reversed. Okay, there's a copy. Restart the engine. Supposedly we'll have that dev kit for Starfield 2024. I'm guessing summer, taking a guess, later in the year. It just feels like it's taken a long time. The game's been out long enough, I think. Okay, see how it's the opposite. Is mine opposite? Yeah, it is, but mine doesn't flip. I believe my name shows up on this side. And this one, remote inventory, is the base inventory panel. Before I change this, I'm going to do a search on my test chest to see which inventory opens on the interaction. Because, see, this is what I'm thinking. The name is here because if I, there's no option to edit any of the text, any of the fields. I would have to, let me open this up. And you'll see what I'm talking about. Here, this is the base one that I edited to begin with. This is the text that's here. I'm going to do a translate. It should say my inventory. Oh, it says backpack is what it says here. Backpack or my inventory. For clarification, that's what I have it set to be. Inventory panel. So I want to structure item container. Now, it's one of the things I did not see for the character is something that tags an item container to the character as far as the container being the inventory for the character. Oh, it's the character's backpack. I didn't see any of that as an option for the character. Animal death. I still need to get to researching the return of items whenever you destroy something. Structure head info HUD. Okay, so there is one. WPB structure info HUD, and that's the item MP. Let me look up those two widgets. Okay, that is the UI section that shows up whenever you approach the object. Structure head info HUD. And this must be the information that's detailed in that approaching UI that shows up. I just want to verify that's what that is. The bed, the figure, special storage box. Well, that's not the only thing it references, obviously. Structure, container, base. I don't remember that. But having the terminology base, it sounds like it's the blueprint for creating containers. Base, um, oh, it's the default for the game. Yeah, it's curious that it's not referencing it when I show the reference viewer, even though the box shows evidently, look, structure, head, show widget template. So it's not showing, it's not showing everything that it's actually referenced. Let me look at the inventory component and see if there's anything specifically in here having to do with a widget spawn, default, and craft amount. Yeah. See, we were talking about earlier. Um, Adding more items to the additional types of items to the craft queue, I can increase the amount of each item that can be crafted at one time, but not how many items you can craft at one time. Which a little bit of research I've done, that is the same for Ark, Atlas, Conan. It's the same setup for all those games as well. So it's must be something hard coded somewhere. Okay, look for the word inventory. Guild. What is the inventory function button? Single button. Ah, those functions. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. The inventory item type slot. Right, 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 right. That's like your search bars, specifically showing which items. Animal power food, animal power, and inventory. Inventory, those are the two we're working with at the time. Inventory price slot. Haven't seen that in game yet. Not sure what that is. Inventory slot. That's just the generic inventory slot, if I'm not mistaken. Remote inventory food panel. Haven't seen that in game. It's blank here. Remote inventory craft panel. I wonder. Oh, this actually looks like the torch and the campfire activate. You put fuel here, and the remote inventory slot. Empty. Quick inventory. Quick remote inventory. Don't know what the differences actually are in game. Remote inventory function button. Really curious about their setup for the button. Event pre-construct. See how messed up their stuff is, though. They just copy and paste it on top of everything else that's here. Kind of hard to go through some of the items to see what's going on. Steam inventory. I'm curious. I'm guessing in my mind what that is. Transport machine inventory. Don't know. I haven't seen the transport machines. I haven't used one yet, so I don't know what I would need or want to do with this. Okay, so let's go to my mod. Um, Here and here. Mod WPT inventory panel. Yep. Okay. Now, what I'm going to run into is what I'm looking at is because it's not a separate window or a separate UI. Because I increased the size of this versus keeping it on the bottom half, dragging and dropping single items is not going to work. Um, unless I can find out what determines how many boxes are displayed within the character's inventory. Because if I look on my chest, for example, inventory component, I believe there is something show cut, show one page amount. This right here, shortcut, show one page amount. the number of pages, I believe, refers to the actual number of blocks being shown when you open it. Like, let's verify this quickly before I change it, that there's only 10 showing. Oh, I can't because there's 30 items in the chest. Oh, I can if I place that other chest. The chest with no, the parent chest with no items in it. We'll get both, one of each, in here in the game and look at them. Witch structures and small chest. So this is the one that I have stuff in it, and this is the one that doesn't. Again, it's just doing that because of the width of the screen. See, it's going to have more in this one's. One, two. Nope, that's more than 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. All right, so there's 36 showing. No. Oh, 27. There's 27 showing. So I was wrong about what that setting is. This one. Look for a setting of 27. Probably not going to find it. It's probably going to be one of those hard-coded things again. And the reason why I'm looking for this specifically is because um, unless you have other stuff in your inventory, dragging and dropping with that other inventory open is not going to do well for you. And there's so much I'd have to change around for the inventory for me to put it in a different spot. Because there's obviously, since they're use the same UI, things will become covered up by me moving stuff around and changing their position. Obviously, you see, I already ran into issues um, with increasing the size of the inventory screen. But what I could do for now is what I'm thinking. Change this UI completely to allow you to still see your inventory. I mean, if all I'm concerned about is that box specifically, theoretically, this inventory could be over here or over there covering the character. Let me see what's in game shows again. No, this is just y'all can't see that, and it aggravates me. So I will just take the additional step to open the other viewport. Okay, when you have that player inventory open, obviously you want to see all this stuff. But you don't necessarily need to see it or want to see it if you're digging in a box for stuff that you have stored. So let's decide what we would want to have no longer there. Well, that answers that. Um, because this is blah. I could just have this inventory, size it so that it fits here. And you could still see your inventory. Let's do that. Okay, so I want to duplicate this because that inventory panel, remote, remote inventory no craft panel is what it's being called. Now what I'm doing is I want to see if there are any settings that are different. Because I would like to know what refers directly to this remote canvas panel. Remote animal. Oh, no, that's remote stable. Remote inventory. Remote inventory canvas. Um, let's just see if I do that. What do we see in game? It might be a slight quicker if I change the inventory of the character for these testings, but I'm not wanting to mess with. Considering I can't access everything, um, change everything. Like I said, I don't have access to any of the scripts. Uh, there's some things that I'm not wanting to mess with because of other things being tagged to it that I can't mess with. That's what I wanted to verify. So there it is. Okay. called a special storage box right panel. Um, and that's the view. I want to find if there's one. Change appearance canvas is already hidden. Special star box, okay. Animal power panel. Remote reforge. Remote fish pond is closed. Close, close, close. Remote detail panel. Okay. Default detail, default detail. General status panel. Remote equipment panel. Okay, this could be one that's related to the remote special storage box. Remote equipment, no. That's got to be detail canvas. We close all of that. So it's got to be this one. That's showing the details of what you're looking at as you're looking at its inventory, which is, or maybe not. I was expecting a graph to be here. These are, which is strange. There's nothing here. But you have all these widgets. I mean, return value, all these functions available anyway. And in this blueprint, it's not showing me anything. Window, debug, palette, replace reference, find compiler results, toolbar, details, cinematics, prefab tool, project launcher, layout, localization, remove. I was looking to see if there was a a hidden window, game map, global map editor. No. Class settings. Okay. Um, kind of like what I would want to do is create a button to show this one or this one. That's going to close everything. Widget switcher. My buttons. Okay, I'm going to duplicate this. This one's going to be called the remote inventory. But I'm only going to have 2 buttons, I think. Potentially. And their size will be smaller. So, size, box. Why won't you let me resize it? I'm trying to resize you with override, that's why. Okay. I have to manually do it this way, so I'm going to try 180 and 180. Go a good bit more. A good bit, I think. Might need to go more than that. So I'm going to see right away. Text for inventory. This will be remote inventory. What would be a short term for remote inventory? RI? Remote inventory? I mean, something that anyone looking at English language would infer that's what this is. Remote inventory, remote, that's what all this is called. Remote detail panel. But that's not what it's labeled as in game. In game, it's something else. In game, it refers to the actual item. RE inventory? No. Word's too big. All right, let's go with that for now. Let's get it working. I can do this and make the do it this way and make the words smaller. Okay. I can make this spacer smaller. For now, this can just be like this. Inventory canvas. Delete all these additional ones in this second widget switcher. Close enough. Doesn't have to be perfect. On this edge, on the other hand, goes all the way to that edge. So yeah, I need to make it the same, closer to that edge. It's all the way on that edge. Okay. And I will go to this panel. Special storage box is under the remote details panel. So the whole of the remote details panel goes under my second widget. Let me undo that. I need to verify all these hierarchies.